Welcome to Intermediate Climb 3. Today we'll be covering same leg step-ups, side skip steps, we're going to be looking at full crawling and the backward stepping lunge. As we're getting into the intermediate videos, the focus shifting towards more volume, so more reps, and starting to build that capacity to do harder work to facilitate movement outdoors, hiking, and also to prepare you for the advanced workouts to come. Keep thinking about movement quality while you're building the quantity, and if at any point you need to just brush up on that technique or provide a little bit more focus on the skill itself, please go back and check our Mobilize and Learn videos. See you in the warm-up. All right, let's get this warm-up underway. Today we're going to be looking at box scapular push-ups, lateral hops, and mountain climbers. So for the box scapular push-up, what you're going to do is just kneel down behind the box with your hands on either edge. And then from here, what I want you to think of doing is pushing your shoulder blades apart, call this protraction, and then squeeze your abs, and then press your knees off the floor a little bit. From here, just maintain this back position so you're not dropping into a big arch. You're keeping a little pelvis tuck so your back is flat. Now from here, with the shoulder blades pushed apart, you're going to think of squeezing them together, retraction, pushing them apart, protraction. Spend about a second or two in each position as well, and slowly work through the range of motion. You're not trying to force anything. You're also trying to prevent the shoulders from bunching up into your ears, and just get that nice cadence, that rhythm, moving from one position to the next. Really getting all of your arms, shoulder blades ready for hard work. About 3 more seconds. Great. From there, we're going to look at lateral hops. So the idea here is, as you're starting to do more work like side skip steps and things like that, how well do you transfer your weight from one leg to the other leg? And what you're going to do is start small and first of all build a rhythm. So you can see what I'm trying to do here is, as I hop to one side, the knee stays tracking right down the middle of the foot. Want to avoid dropping the hips off to one side. Keep thinking about your posture and softness of landing. You want the abs braced so that you facilitate energy transfer from the ground to your feet, and stay with this quite small movement for the time being. As you're getting more confident, you can start to challenge that width. You see, the key thing here is I'm not getting stuck for long periods of time, decelerating and then going again. It's a hop. Bump, bump, bump. Great work. Mountain climbers. So now hands down on the floor. So kneeling position. Extend the legs back, but have that pelvis tucked so your back is flat. Shoulders away from the ears and spread apart with your shoulder blades. And then from there, thinking of bringing your knees straight down the midline of your body, keeping a nice rhythm. Remember, we're getting the heart rate up here, increasing that core temperature, and getting your joints ready for action. 3, 2, 1. Great work. For today's circuit, we're going to start off with same leg step-ups. What I want you to do here is place your right foot in the middle of the box, and it's going to stay there for 30 seconds, half the duration of this set. So from here, we're going to think about a step-up technique, which is driving up, keeping the hips level, knees tracking down the midline of the foot. I'm keeping my chest up, but my ribs down, so I'm not flaring up like this. And I'm controlling the descent down so that I land softly. And now, because we're leaving the foot on the box, we're getting a lot more work done in just this single leg. Last one. Switch over, left foot. Now think about squeezing butt, legs, abs, facilitating that transfer of power from the ground through your feet into your upper body. Holding enough tension to stop your hips from kinking off to the side, keeping a little bit of tension everywhere, just to hold that nice shape you've got. And time. Now we're going to go to crawling. So what you're going to do here is start hands and knees on the floor and feet, and then protract, push your shoulder blades away from each other, and opposite hand, opposite foot, and we call this contralateral movement. So what's going to happen here is, now as I walk around, I'm just going to play with little directional changes, and I'm continuing to keep that opposite hand, opposite foot dynamic. Left hand, right foot, right hand, left foot. That's it. Still thinking about where my back position is. I don't want a huge arch developing. I'm going to tuck that pelvis, head looking forward as you start to get the sense of what hands and feet are doing. And then from there, keeping that slow protraction, shoulder blades spread. Excellent work. Side skip steps. Right foot goes on top of the block, step and come down. That's the arc of the movement. And now all we're going to do is, when we step onto the box, a little bit more power so that we can get this little hop off the box. Take your time, feel that foot right in the middle of the box so you have a stable platform, hips level. Chest up, but ribs down, keeping that posture, looking straight ahead. Got about 15 seconds to go here. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then finally, for this round, the backward stepping lunge. So what you're going to do here, feet about hip width apart. You're going to step back with the left leg. And I'm going to try and stack the knee on top of the right ankle. And then as I go down, you'll see my shin stays perpendicular to the floor. I'm going to bring that foot back. Right foot goes back, left knee stacked on top of left ankle, and keep switching. First of all, take this round to get the rhythm right. How far do you need to step back to get that comfortable position? As I step as well, we don't want to present with this shape, little tuck, knee goes down, and for the sake of your knees, don't drive it into the floor. Keep a little bit of tension, keep a little bit of control. The reps will come. We have 20 minutes of work to do. A few more seconds. Great. Coming back to first exercise. So same leg step ups, right foot on the box. Let's build that skill, that repetition, so that you're able to hike and use this strength outdoors. 15 seconds more on this side. Keep thinking about creating tension, squeezing your butt, abs, and legs before you step up. A few more seconds. That's great. Left side. Squeeze. Bring that foot up. And if you're creating this nice rhythm that's appropriate for you, you should feel that combination of starting to work harder, breathing's becoming a little bit faster, you're still completely in control. If you find you're getting a bit too rushed, just slow it down a bit. A couple more seconds here, and then into the crawling. So, start from back here a little bit. Pressing into the floor. Shoulder blades, protraction. Receive the floor softly with my wrists and my feet. And then as I get used to that positioning, head up so I can scan my environment. I'm keeping a little bit of attention in terms of where my spine is, understanding how to move through different positions, objects, backwards, forwards. Got about 10 seconds to go. Couple more seconds. Great work. Side skip steps. Start with that right foot on the top of the box, knee tracking down the middle of the foot. Nice work, everyone. Just over halfway done. Keep checking in with those basic step up keys. Knee tracking, straight down the middle of the foot. Hips level, good posture. Keeping that head and chest up, ribs down, and creating tension to facilitate that little drive. Last one here, great, and the backward stepping lunge. You can see in all of these movements, one of the key concepts is the placement of the foot and how it allows the knee to move you in the strongest position to stabilize you. Things like balance, coordination. Now, I'm also having to work on placing my feet behind me without really looking at where it is and feeling, is the structure correct? This is what's going to take that little bit of time and that technical skill to truly nail down. And of course, while you're doing that, you get a great workout. 10 more seconds to go. Check in with that breathing. Shouldn't be too labored still. Great work. And then from there, I'm going to the same leg step ups. Right foot, create that drive, squeeze butt at the top, finishing in really strong ab tension and also butt, legs, all squeezed. 5 more seconds here. You see how my foot stays really connected to the box, all times. Left foot. Ten more seconds. We're going to get prepared for more crawling. Great work. Crawls. So now we can get our head up the whole time. Let's walk around. Do a little bit backwards walking. Just over halfway down. Forwards. And then from there, keep playing around. Forwards, backwards, shift the weight, and start to do a little bit of exploration of how, as you play around with some of these positions, it lowers the arms and feet differently. Starting to get that little sweat going. Side skip steps. Good work. You can really see me concentrating now. It's when I just got to collect my thoughts. So I just don't keep waffling at you, but I'm coming in with some really constructive words and suggestions and cues to help. So you're just over halfway. And this is the sort of point where it's really useful to check in, make sure your feet, knees are tracking together, make sure you've got that good posture, and are you still retaining tension and not just flopping down onto the floor. Shape, structure, technique. A few more seconds. Great stuff. Backward stepping lunge. Really excellent second use for all of these movements, especially this backward stepping lunge, is it's a really good stretch for so much useful, important tissue for hiking. That's quads, knees, hip flexors, all of this front part of your leg basically. Just about 20 seconds to go. Last 10 seconds. And then go back into the same leg step ups. So, right foot on box. Step, control back down. When you land back down on the floor, keep thinking about the ball of the foot, then the heel, and then that little propulsion, and using that energy from the step down to help with the step up. A few more seconds on this side. Great work. Left foot on top of the box. Strong, stable foot base. All builds from there. Your connection, or how rooted you are to the ground, makes a big difference in the overall quality of the movement. 10 seconds to go. Last one. Great stuff. Crawling. And then from here, to mix things up a little bit, see if you can turn, now going back the other way. Just over halfway. Turn. Let's go backwards. Last little bit here. Keep protecting those wrists. Soft movement. Don't want to hear this. Great work. Side skip steps. And as we're now starting to get into the climbs, really learning how to pace yourself and finding that sweet spot where you are working hard, no getting around that, but we still want the focus to be on, are you moving with quality? And are you moving in a way that you can sustain for longer and longer periods of time? That's what these longer duration efforts are for, is building that efficiency, and we build the efficiency through the quality of the movement. And that's why we're really pushing the structures, the cues, really, really important. 10 more seconds. Last little bit here. Wonderful. Backward stepping lunge. Excellent work, hikers. Keep those hips in place. We don't want any loss of positioning here. And you can really see how the hips have the key to your overall posture, because if they start to go off into different positions, it immediately breaks the structure. If I keep my hips with that slight tilt, put some tension in there, it's much, much easier to keep the overall posture. Chest up, ribs down cue. Last one. Great. Same leg step ups. Excellent work, everyone. We're getting there. Almost done on this side. Good. Switch it up. Left foot on top of the box. Recalibrate, reset, and go. Remembering now, keep that tension. This is the challenge. As you start breathing more heavily, as you start sweating, getting tired, can you keep mentally engaged, sharp, and retain that movement quality? Few more seconds here. That's great. That's cruel. Really look after your wrists. Keep that tempo within your control. If you feel like you're moving too fast, just slow it down. Change direction, and that will get you to just change up the movement, and it will naturally slow you down a little bit. Got 30 seconds to go. Last little bit here. Just over 10 seconds. Let's change direction again. Good. Keep looking. Keep scanning your surroundings. And we're up. Side skip steps. Posture, foot base, good knee tracking with that middle of the foot. Keeping those hips level by squeezing butt, legs, abs. All of the surrounding tissue is going to help you retain your structure. Just over 20 seconds left. Stick with it now. Mind is really important here. Going's going to get tough on some of these hikes you'll be doing. Harder work here, in the gym and at home. That's what's really going to set you up for a great experience. Lovely work. Backward stepping lunge. Precise, good quality. Working on that range of motion. As you're starting to get more comfortable, you'll naturally expand that step. Last 30 seconds. Stick with it, hikers. Knees tracking, hips level, abs, butt squeezed. Good posture. Relax those shoulders. If this is starting to happen to you, put your attention back into the tissue that's working. Relax the shoulders. Last 4, 3, 2. Let's get one more in. Awesome job. All right, I'm looking forward to this cool down. That was hard work. So we're going to start this off with a lying quad stretch, and we're going to utilize the box to help us. What I want you to do here is lie down with your low back against the box like so. Then you're going to grab anywhere from the middle of the shin to your ankle, depending on your flexibility. And while you keep your back against the box, so you're preventing arching through your spine here, you're just going to support your head with the other hand and just gently pull the heel towards the butt. Holding that and just breathing deeply in and out of it. Another 10 seconds or so. Great. Gently release that. And then we're going to go to our left side, set up in this position to exactly mirror that. What I want you to do here, grab the top of the leg, keep your back against the box, and just gently stretch into that position. Deep breathing. Few more seconds here. Then we're going to do some loaded wrist stretching. Carefully out. I'm going to come to the box. And then from here, with both hands in a normal palms down position, just gently go onto the reverse wrist and just sit into that position. Here we're going to do some longer work because we did so much crawling. I just want you to enjoy that stretch all the way through the top of the forearms here. Gently coming out of that, place that in its normal palms down position, reverse wrist on the left side, and again just sinking that weight in. Do what's purely appropriate for you. It does not have to be a hard stretch here. You just want to have that feeling that this is getting really looked after giving us all that crawl work. Slowly out, and then we're going to come to the glute stretch on the box. So sitting on the corner of the box, I'm going to bring my right foot on top of my left knee, sit up with good posture, and then if you've already got a nice deep stretch in the outside part of the butt here, you don't have to do anything, you can just support that and just focus on breathing. If you need a little bit more stretch sensation, just by applying a little bit of force down on this knee, make sure it's protected, secure it, and push down on the inside of the thigh rather than driving the knee down. Carefully up. Replace left foot on top of the right knee. Establish that good posture. Got about 10 more seconds here. Just sitting with it, done all that great hard work. Now just bringing everything back to normal. And gently out. See you next time. Congratulations on completing Intermediate Climb 3. Today we covered same leg step-ups, we looked at the side skip steps, we did a lot of crawling, and we looked at the backward stepping lunge. Remember, if anything hurt or you're just a bit unsure of the technique, please go back and look at the Learn and Mobilize videos, and also use some of the earlier workouts to keep building up the basic skill sets at an easier pace. Now, as we're into intermediate climbs, the focus is shifting into more reps, more volume, and harder work in general, but it's really important that you don't lose that connection to the movement quality, and that underpins the building of a highly capable cardiovascular engine to help you in your hiking. We really hope you enjoyed that and can't wait to see you for the next one.